Hey everyone, this is Jess, and I'm just going to answer a question that was left on one of my YouTube videos. She wants to know basically how to get started with co-hosting, wondering if I can do a walkthrough tutorial on how to manage the bookings, etc. as a co-host. Which, like she says, can be a little bit confusing if you're unfamiliar with the Airbnb platform, if you've never co-hosted or been an Airbnb host before. Before I show you exactly kind of the walkthrough of how to access everything on the Airbnb platform, remember in this video we're only talking about co-hosting. Co-hosting is where you partner up with an Airbnb host who already has property or a listing and has already made the investment into having a unit. So your co-hosting responsibilities can vary, but typically you're going to be doing remote work like responding back to guest inquiries, confirming bookings, syncing calendars, or communicating with the cleaners. So typically very easy work and a good opportunity to dip your toes into Airbnb without having to put up a big upfront cost or investing in any property. And then when you are ready to have your own Airbnb unit, you basically already know how everything works. You know how to set up the whole system and basically automate your entire business. So now the second question she asks is something I will do another video on, but I do have an entire co-host document that you can go and download. I will leave the link in the description of this video. Let me show you right now what it looks like though. Okay, so this is the co-hosting made simple. It's just a guide to co-hosting. It explains your different tips. And this is part of an entire document that, yes, it includes the legal contract you're going to need. It includes all your copy and paste scripts. It provides, or, tells you exactly what you need to do to be a good co-host. Here's your copy and paste scripts. Guys, you can have access to this. I'll put the link in this description of this video. But it explains exactly what you need to have to be a co-host if you're someone who's just wondering what it is. And then here's the entire table of contents. The way you access this, guys, is going to be, this is the link that I will put in the description of the video, and it's going to be this co-hosting guide. Right now, everything is on sale. Whether you are trying to be an Airbnb host, whether you want to take an Airbnb course on hosting, or whether you want to get the co-hosting guide. Literally, everything is on sale because I just don't care. So I want you guys to be able to have access to as much as possible, okay? So if you're watching this and you're trying to be a co-host and you want that co-hosting guide, this one right here, specifically for co-hosts, it's going to be the co-hosting guide right here. It's just a PDF document, like an ebook, so you can read it online. And you can also copy and paste, directly on your computer. All right, let's jump into Airbnb. This is Airbnb's platform right here. Now, first things first, I want to actually show you how the host is going to add you as a co-host. So they're going to go to their listings. And I don't have very much on here right now. My calendar is actually blocked out because I stay here during the winter and then I open my home up to Airbnb in the summer and fall when I'm traveling and I'm not living in the house. So they're going to go to their listing, click their listing. That'll take them to their listing details. They're going to scroll down and click co-hosts. And then it says invite a co-host. They'll hit get started. And all they do is add you by your email. And then for you as a co-host, you're going to get an invite in your email. You're going to accept it. And then boom, that's it. You will have access to whichever listings they add you in as a co-host of. Okay. So you'll be able to see whichever, whatever they choose to add you in. You'll also have access to the messaging. You'll have access to the calendar. But the comment there specifically asked about bookings. So let me show you that part. Right at the first platform, you're going to have any bookings that are checking out, who you're currently hosting, anyone arriving soon, all that kind of stuff. And you're going to see your calendar. Obviously, I have all my days blocked out because I currently don't want anyone to book this property. So yeah, but if you have it opened up, this is where you're going to edit different days. You can block off certain days, change prices if you want to. Your listings, obviously you'll be able to see any listings, and then your inbox is where you're going to be able to message, any reservations or any guest inquiries, anything like that. Okay. Now, if you are in charge of multiple listings, you can use a service that will basically help combine all the listings across multiple platforms like Airbnb, VRBO, HomeAway into one main central hub. That way you don't have to be going and checking different websites. So I've personally used Guesty and I've used Hospitable. I found Guesty to be better at that, but there are other services or other websites too, other programs that do the same thing that I just haven't used. And nowadays there are a lot more than when I used Guesty. So take a look into that as well to see if, typically that's only useful if you have multiple listings and they are listed across multiple platforms, like not just on Airbnb, but maybe VRBO, Booking.com, HomeAway, different type of platforms like that. It can be a pain to have to keep checking each site and messaging different people on different platforms, as well as connecting with cleaners, because you'll need a separate platform to do that. So you can see how it can get a little bit overwhelming or just a lot more tedious. And then another thing I want to recommend is whether you're co-hosting or an Airbnb host, right? The way I do it is I set up notifications so that if I get a booking request or an inquiry, someone is messaging me about my property, any of that, I have notifications basically set up to go to my cell phone through text message. And then I also get an email about it, which I don't have email on my phone, so that I wouldn't see that anyway. But I have it send me a text message, and then I obviously get the notification on the Airbnb app, which I have on my phone as well. So just something I would recommend. The text message works well for me just because I know that I'm going to see it, and I can kind of see a preview of what that person made an inquiry about, and then I can go on the Airbnb app or jump on my computer and respond back to them. So pretty easy. Hopefully that answered your question, but as a new co-host or new host, Airbnb's platform is so easy to understand and figure out and manage everything. So that really shouldn't be too much of a concern for you. Once you get added in to your host's property, then you'll be able to figure this out very, very easy in a matter of days. Or you can jump through and kind of play with different things and see what you have access to and what you're able to do. Okay, so that's it. I'll make another video as well about the different tips, for co-hosting. But again, if you want to go download the full co-hosting guide, it teaches you everything A to Z. It has your messaging scripts. You can copy and paste to use those to get host clients. And it has that legal contract that you'll need once you get started co-hosting either way. So super beneficial. Like I said, everything is on sale if you want to get it. Other than that, let me know if you have any other questions in the comments and I can leave you a video reply. But hopefully that was able to help any potential co-host just trying to use the Airbnb platform.